scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the crop, gotta love it or not. I'm hot from the hop to the scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with everybody, we do it. Everybody, we do it.
Ain't nobody gave me shit. I had to go get it. Couldn't get it back from one nigga that I know with it. When this CD drop with no features and no writtens, these pussy niggas gon' see I'm for sure with it. Married to the game, but I don't go with her. Strapped in the club, walk through the front door with it. Hit her first night. If I was you, I wouldn't go with her. Took the cars I was dealt and I rode with it. Plug sent the 100. I just got off the phone with him. Trey got 100. He just got off the road with it. What you spent on rent, I get blow with it. She a gold digger, so I hit her with the pole with me. Woo! When I'm with your bitch, the only time it's a hoe with me. All these rolls sloppy, so I keep Baby Joe with me.
What is good, everybody? No, Saturday. I'm gonna get extra litty on Saturday. We're playing Madden. Saturday vibes, baby. Let's go. Saturday, let's go. Anytime I see early birds jumping off that early in the morning on a Saturday, my intros are going to get that much harder and that much crazier. Just so you guys know. So that's for you guys. That's for my early birds. But what is good, man? Welcome to episode 75. 70-fucking-5. Can you believe that? We're on a roll. Saturday coffee dab session, man. It's your first time tuning in. Welcome. I'm your boy MJ. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that dislike button. Give the guest some sort of reaction. Give them some sort of, feedback. Let us know how you're liking the shows. It means a lot. If you want to support this channel further than a subscription, go ahead and hit the Patreon page link, man. Join the Patreon page. I appreciate any kind of support. I'm telling you right now, man. I super passionate about making this podcast a full-time thing, and I'm going to do my best at it. And I'm going to keep bringing you guys heat because I see all the great feedback I'm getting from you guys. And that means a lot to me. But yeah, man, especially all you early birds in the building. But you guys already know what the deal is. Before we get started, that for that freshest and best is delivered to your doorstep. That's at coldbloodedcafe.com, www.coldbloodedcafe.com. $30 flat rate shipping. Day one pinks, mammoth rats delivered to your doorstep, professionally packed by the team. Shout out to fucking Cold Blooded Cafe. You guys are amazing. Shout out to Sim Containers, John, Alex over at Sim Containers doing big things, not only with the Sim boxes, which are amazing to use for your eggs. I'm telling you right now, man, the proof is in the Sim box. But if you want to really get into monitors, all types of monitors, go follow Sim Containers on Instagram. Go check them out. They have so much sick shit going on. And I think there's even a Bell's phase available right now. I'm not even joking. I can't even promise you that, but go follow their page. Check their story, see if that Bell's phase is available. Talk to Alex. Say, hey, Alex, what's good? I talked to MJ. He says there's a Bell's phase available. Is there? Boom. There's your first foot in the door. You're welcome. Shout out to Ashley and Steven. Focus Cube Habitats, the future of enclosures in the building. Flex in Texas, doing some big things. Man, I have some heat coming from them, and I cannot wait. But yes, you guys got to go check them out. If you're wanting to set up your room, have it decked out in a professional type vibe, I'm telling you, man, Focus Cube Habitats, those enclosures are legit. Follow them on Instagram. See what they got going on. They ship anywhere in the United States. I don't know what the deal is with Canada and stuff yet, worldwide. I should probably ask them. So I'm not going to cap on you guys and say, oh, yeah, anywhere in the world. I don't know that yet. I'll find out, though. Shout out to Jesse and the Freedom Breeder crew, man. Big things over there at Freedom Breeder. They have a lot of cool stuff coming out. I think they just had a new tub design for rats, I believe. Could be for snakes, too. I know they have a lot of stuff going on right now. So make sure you guys go follow Stainless Steel. Go follow Freedom Breeder, man. Stainless Steel racks. You got a Freedom Breeder rack, you know where it's at, man. Professional shit all day, every day. And then, need I say more for the big dog right here? Always evolving pythons. Miguel Garcia sponsoring the channel, leading one of the leading fucking breeders in the industry. I feel like who's really, really setting the bar and doing a lot for this industry, collabing with people and just really putting this fucking shit on blast, man. You can't really be mad at that, man. And I mean, if you want to talk about investing your game and really stepping your shit up, then you definitely want to go check out Miguel Garcia. Let him know MJ sent you. He'll take care of you, man. And then let's not forget to continue to support US art, guys. We want to, this ain't just something that we do when anyone's upset, let's not wait for Cusco to fucking, light the fire under our ass, man. Let's go. Let's get that US art going. Donate what you can. Hit the link in the description below. If you can't become a member, you can't donate any money, no big deal. Go ahead and do word of mouth, man. Start fucking telling people. Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. US art is for the kids, which is our reptiles. Those are our children. And then, man, you want to fucking finally get your hands on some trap gear, some always evolving pythons gear, go to herpermerch.com. Go down to the link below. Get yourself, a Trap Talk with MJ mug. They have like coffee mugs and shit. They have t-shirts. They have hoodies. They have face masks. You name it, man. Go check it out. Shout out to my boy Cedric for sponsoring the channel and for finally putting Trap Talk and MJ on Herper Merch website. So make sure you go check that out. Go down into the link in the description below. Get yourself some trap gear. What is good with the early birds, man? I love the early birds, man. I got my homie Jay Hendo. Jay Hendo, your shirt's in the mail. Reefer Balls in the building. 1776 Exotics, my homie Big Mike. What is good? Tasty Herbs, hail, respect. Hey, shake my hand. All right, respect. Let's see. Savage Beauty, my homie Daniel. What is good? The homie Angel. What is cracking? Man, I got some fucking Trap Patreon page savages in the building right now. I appreciate you. What up, Angel? Deviant Glass, what is cracking? The homie Kevin in the building. Forest Pythons, what is good? Then we have Norway in the fucking house. What is good, Norway? Thank you for being here, man. I hope your evening's going well. And then homegirl Mindy, Trap Soldier, big time. Hey, listen, let's get on these likes. Respect the guests, man. What, there's 38 people watching. Respect. Now there's 41. Better be some 40 likes at least. Minimum 30 minutes, 40 likes. I'm just kidding. We got an hour to keep the likes respectable. That's all I care about, okay? Because if not, I take this shit over to Patreon page. It's very simple. They deserve everything. So yeah, metal, scales, reptiles, what is good? Yo. Scales, fins, and feathers, what is bracken? And then you have Norske reptiles, another Norway person in the house, what is cracking? You got Mary Pythons and Holy Balls, what is good? How are you, Mary? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing good. Let go, what is good? The homie Harry, Canadian homie Harry. It's my boy. What's up, Harry? Glad you're here. As you can tell, I'm happy. Rainy Day Reptiles, man. I hope you got some locks going on. Homie Gomez Pythons, what is good? Glad you're here today, Gomez Pythons. I think this is your homie that we have here this morning, so it's going to be a good one. Peter, what is good, Peter? You guys are all here. Oh, I got to say what up to the homie Matt Summers. That's my boy, the new wave right there. You ain't ready for Matt Summers. He's coming. Make sure you follow my boy, Matt Summers Reptiles. And PD's Reptiles, what is good? I just want to say hi to you guys. All right. So, man. Oh, hold on real quick. I've been fucking up. All right. I got stickers. I got to give a shout out to stickers real quick. Okay. Because it does mean a lot to me when people bring me stickers. So MJ, keep killing it, man. Thank you so much. You have a sick ass podcast. Love that shit. 100% all the way. Wes. Thank you, Wes. Appreciate you, man. Are you from Texas or Oklahoma? Somewhere where there's cows or some shit? Let's see. Oh, he's hella from Texas. It says it right there. Hell yeah, Weston. What's up, Weston? Got stickers from the homie Weston. Go follow the homie Weston. Cal. Let me see that. Cal. Damn it. Caldwell Scales. Hell yeah. Go follow the homie Caldwell Scales. Thank you so much. And then I'm not going to lie. This channel tonight or today, this morning, is brought to you by S&J Reptiles. The homie Ian. Oh my God. Look, he gave me pens. Look at this. S&J pens, trap pens. You kidding me? I got a shirt. It's my boy. Typically, he does not give, you can't buy an S&J shirt. I'm pretty sure you can't. And he only gives them out to people who get a snake, who get a actual production from him. And there's a fucking waiting list. Bottom line, these shirts are not easy to get. And I got a black one and I got a green one. Thank you, Ian, Bessel. Thank you, S&J. You guys are amazing. And make sure you go follow him, man. This guy's, he's no joke. If you want to talk about wanting to get into green trees and other cool boreal snakes, check out my boy Ian. Check out S&J, family ran reptile brand company, whatever. And they're doing good things, man. Shout out to Ian. Appreciate you, man. I'm going to use the shit out of these pens. You already know. I'll actually take one right now. There you go. All right. Glad. What is good? Oh, one more thing. Shit. You already know what the deal is, man. Follow your boy on TikTok. Get my TikToks up. Yo, I'm about to. Okay. Let's be honest. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but my stories are heavy. You know, my stories, I come sick with my stories all the time. You know what I mean? And it's just natural. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that energy with my stories. I'm going to start putting them on TikTok. Okay. So I will love a huge wave of trap supporters to come over to TikTok. Help me get that wave going because that shit's about to blow up. I'm saying right now. Okay. So if you don't mind, go follow your boy on TikTok, mjexoticscartal 619, and get ready because I have some sick shit coming to that platform. Okay. But anyways, this morning we're going to get down to business. We have a new, I don't want to say new. I mean, because I've been in this game for what, 4 years? I hella consider myself as somebody in the amateur or new level, right? But that's fine. I mean, that's how I keep myself. But all I got to say is there's so many up and comers in the industry right now nowadays. You know, we always talk about the wave of people coming in and whatnot. And, you know, all I care about the ones who are here to stay. And this guy right here and his son's not here. And I'm glad because I smoke. So anyways, gentlemen, we have bringing on today. Definitely, I feel like in my heart, he's here to stay. He has a passionate brand that he's pushing out hard. He's networking, going to go see other people and whatnot. I personally want to get to know him more, and I hear a lot of good things about him. So we have my boy here, Brian, from Bane of My Exotics. What is good?
What's good, man?
Oh,
What's good?
So sick. That was so sick. That was so sick. Oh my God, that was so sick. That was sick, bro. Well played. I think we heard that. I heard that. I know I could hear that. What is good?
I love your intro, man. That's not really my style of music, but there's something about that. I like that music.
Dude, what up, Brian? How you doing, bro?
What's up, man?
Welcome
Not
to
bad.
the.
How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm excited this morning. I love Saturday mornings. I'm not gonna lie. Thursdays are bracking all the time, but Saturday mornings, I don't know what it is. The energy, I just get super amped, and I'm super excited to bring you on because you know, I don't know. I haven't been following you for too long, but man, I had a great childhood, Brian. Me and my pops are like this. Okay. And like I said, I don't know you too well, but just based off what I see, what you're doing with your kid, with your son, I already see that's like, man, you guys, you know, I want to know more about it. I want to know more about it for sure. But that's, you know, that's why you're here and you're also up and coming. And I will say, no disrespect to the other podcasters or whatever, but there's so many people out there who have podcasts that say, I'm not just here to bring big people on. I want to bring all people. That's fucking cap. Listen, I bring all people on here. I've always been bringing all people on here. Potential, no potential. I don't give a fuck. But listen, you're here this morning. I'm glad. Welcome to the channel, Bane of My Exotics. I like that name. Who came up with that name?
Well, thanks, man. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. I was very surprised when you reached out to me and said, would you like to come on? Very surprised. But yeah, like you said, I'm very new. Been doing it for about 3 years. I don't know how deep you want me to get into the backstory, but yeah, it is my son, but it's also my daughter too.
Oh, shoot, my bad. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
No, it's fine.
And is the daughter younger or older than the son?
Yeah, she's 18 months younger.
18 months younger.
So,
That makes sense. He was the one driving the truck, so that makes sense.
yeah, you like that little editing job I did?
I love it. That's so sick. And you know what's cool is like you can tell your kid, your boy's into it too. You know what I mean? He played the part perfect. It was great.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, I don't mind. You know, let's dig deep. Let's kind of go back a little bit now. Where do snakes fit in with you? Like I'm talking about not even with kids involved. Let's talk about like what snakes, how you're involved with snakes. You know, period. You know, and how far back that goes for you. And while you're doing that, I can listen. So go ahead and talk.
Yeah, man. So it's really weird. I guess, a lot different than most people you have on. Growing up, was never around snakes, and then none of my friends. I just don't know if it was where I grew up, but reptiles wasn't really a thing. I mean, I had hamsters, gerbils, dogs, cats growing up, but didn't have any reptiles. And then even when I joined the military, traveled all over the world, I never met anybody that was into reptiles. So fast forward, we have my son. He was 5 at the time. He said he wants a snake from Santa.
Okay.
And then me and my wife have a conversation later on that night. I'm like, I was like, "What do you think?" She's like, I don't know. You know, let's do it. So,
whoa, sick.
Got into, went onto YouTube, started doing my research. Very surprised that ball pythons were rated, 1 or 2 top, in the top 5 good for kids, beginner snakes. You know what I mean? So it was between that and a corn snake. I like the idea of the ball pythons. They move a little bit slower and stuff like that, and the corn snakes can be a little bit flighty. So I was like, for a 5-year-old, let me continue down the road of getting my information, what I need about a ball python. So
Right.
With doing that, doing the research again, I went down that rabbit hole of, getting in some information from YouTube. And one of the main topics that everyone agreed on was don't get from a pet store. Don't get a PetSmart or Petco.
Pretty
There's
much.
breeders out there. Contact a breeder, stuff like that. So, and then someone might have said something about Morph Market. So went to Morph Market. I kind of narrowed down my search to Maryland, where I'm living now.
Right.
And met a guy, Mike from Osmond Reptiles, at a show here, a local show that they do once a month. And from there, I was just surprised. I was like, wow, I can't believe this whole world is going on.
It's nuts.
And I never knew about it. You know what I mean?
It's nuts. Yeah.
So I'm kind of jumping forward, but let me go. So get the snake off of Mike. It was $80. It was a Mystic, 66% het clown. And at the time, I had no clue what het meant, what 66% meant, what a Mystic was. I just knew out of the snakes that he had available, it was one of the cheapest, and it looked a little bit different than the other cheap ones. And it was a girl. Wow. Again, not knowing, stack up with girls first. I just wanted a girl because doing my research, I heard that they got bigger than males. I was like, want a bigger snake for my son. So anyway, got him that snake for Christmas. He was happy. I was loving it because I got it like a month before Christmas, and it was in the closet. And I was just taking care of it, myself. I was in there every day, just kind of watching it in its enclosure, feeding it. Just thought it was amazing. Cool. Just everything. Like it taking down a little rat and stuff like that. It was just, I'm taking all these videos, sending it to family and stuff like that. So I continued with all my research, and then I wanted my own snake. So I brought it up to my wife, and she was kind of like, no, we already have one. I was like, yeah, but I want my own. That's Henry's. Yeah, but no, we already have one. We're good.
Oh shit.
And meantime, I'm learning about genetics. I'm learning about different morphs and the colors and the patterns, and
And what's up? What's I'm sorry.
just learning a whole lot.
What year was this, Brian? When
This was 2018.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, just tell me to shut up if
No, you're good.
if
No,
I'm
no.
just
I just like to put my mind frame to where, like, the time where what you're discussing. So 2018 is when you basically got the bug, right? You got the bug, and you're just like, shit, I want to get my own snakes. And your wife says, nah, chill, or does she eventually say it was cool?
Well, I bought that second snake for myself without her knowing, and it just showed up. And it was I've had discussions with guys at work, and they were like, she can't give you this is bad. She can't give you a good reason on why. Just get it. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna get it. Hey, it all worked out.
Tread carefully.
I know. So, but I did put it out there. I said, hey, listen, if you tell me you're scared of snakes and you don't want more than one in this household, I respect that. But she said, no, it's not that. She couldn't give me a good reason why. So anyway, I ended up getting another one. And again, every night I'm on my phone watching YouTube videos. And I think it clicked with her. One day it was like a couple months into just watching YouTube videos and then getting onto IG and then getting into those lives. She overheard me watching all this stuff. And one day she kind of just showed me her phone and she was like, hey, look. And it was a Facebook post about a reptile show going on that weekend. I was like, and that's when I kind of knew. I was like, all right, she understands, like, this is my thing, I'm really digging this. I don't think she's ever seen that much enjoyment I was getting out of something, so
Right.
That was my okay. I think she's accepting it. So that was pretty cool. Ever since then, she's hands off, but she supports us.
That's good.
Which is all I can ask for.
That's a real one right there. That's all you could ask for. You know what I mean? Because, at the end of the day, there are people where snakes just isn't them. Like, it's not their thing, and that's cool. Like, I respect that. Like, insects and fucking spiders aren't my thing, like low key. I hate, I don't hate, but I'm just good. I'm just good. Like, I'm really good. So I understand it. But, what's cool is, like, she's letting you fucking run the show. And what's awesome is, she sees the light not only it brings to your kids, but it brings to you. I always say, man, this industry is so crazy because it brings the child out of you. You're like, you're literally like a kid. Like, here you are, like, over a snake. You know what I mean? And a lot of people at first, when you tell them this, they're like, oh, okay, that's weird. But as soon as they come into the room and they see what you're working with, it's easy to convert people, bro. Like, oh my God, it's so easy to get people like, hey, how does this work? Like, how many times, Brian, I had brought somebody into my room who thought, like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with these snakes. And then by the time we're walking out, they're asking me all these questions and like, okay, how do they breed? And like all sorts of shit. It just comes out. So like, bro, like, I feel like more people need to walk into snake rooms. I really do.
Yeah. And that's what I thought was cool. And that's the direction I kind of wanted to go was, like I said, I was 39 at the time. First time reptile show. It was a Repticon, and I was just like, I can't believe this has been going on my whole life, and I never knew about it. And I just loved it, man. I loved walking around at reptile shows, just seeing everything, just the vibe at a reptile show.
Right.
And
it's awesome.
And going back to right before Christmas hit, and before I bought the snake, I was like, you know what? Let me bring my son to a local mom and pop's reptile store. I was like, let me see if he'll even hold a snake before I go and buy one. He could talk about, he's a 5-year-old kid. He could talk about, I want a snake. But let me bring him to the store and actually see if he'll hold one or if he'll back up. Yeah, I don't want to touch it. So I brought him to the store. Man, he almost grabbed it out of the guy's hand. And it was like a proud dad moment. I was like, oh, man, look at that. And he was just holding it and just fascinated with it. And I was like, man, here, let me hold that real quick.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But that was kind of like, I was like, man, there's so many people. Like, I'm talking about family members, friends that I grew up with. I'm like, once they hear what I'm doing, they're gonna think I'm crazy. But I want them to kind of experience the same thing that I went through, you know? Just
Right.
because I didn't know or never, you know, then I got a joy, you know, I'm loving it. So
Dude, that's amazing. So, okay, so 2018 is basically when this all stenced and when this all brewed up. How's it been since then? Like, let's talk about your experience being a new keeper and you know, like meeting people in the industry and you know, I don't know if you got any mentors and whatnot, but let's talk about your upcoming so far. Like, how's it been?
that's been awesome, man. Very, very lucky and fortunate just with timing as far as like, you know, life. You know, I retired at the end of October from the Air Force,
Respect.
and it was a scary. Yeah.
Thank you for your service, by the way. I gotta say, thank you so much. I
Oh,
respect.
oh, oh, thanks for that. But yeah, but that it's a scary time. You know, it's a big transition, life transition. So this kind of came at a good time. It, you know, with because just being in the snake room and just handling a snake, chilling, watching TV, it's
Right.
relaxing. You know, gets your mind off of things. But as far as meeting people and stuff like that, you know, there's a lot of people I have to thank, you know, just for because I'm not very outgoing.
Okay.
And but getting onto Instagram, that was like a I don't know. I guess that got me out of my comfort zone, and you know, it's part of the you know, if you want to start a business, you know, you kind of got to hop on there and get your name out there. Once I, you know, decided I want to make this serious, but yeah, I don't know.
Sick. So now you like the Instagram thing, right? Because I could tell you right now, a lot. I mean, that's a huge step for somebody just to kind of just say, fuck, you know, Instagram, even though I don't like to put myself out there, you kind of have to in this industry. Because if not, like you're this ain't the days where you could fucking just make friends and phone call them and stuff like that and sell animals to them. No, you gotta put yourself out there or else you're not gonna go anywhere, right? So let's
Yeah.
talk about like, you know, as far as like what were some of the first things you started doing to put yourself out there other than posting pictures? Like, were you just responding to people's DMs or like what were you doing to kind of build these relationships? Because you got a lot of people that fuck with you. There's a lot of people in these, you know, in these
Okay.
chats I actually haven't seen in a minute, and they're here. They're like, dude, Brian's amazing. So obviously, you know, you're a fucking great guy. So how did these, you know, were people reaching out to you? Were you reaching out to them?
So I got on the Instagram just because, you know, watching YouTube videos, it was like, yeah, you need to get on social media. And I had Facebook, but a personal Facebook page, I was getting kind of turned off by that, so I wasn't really on there. But and I was like, Instagram's a whole new social media. I really don't want to do it, but I have to. Anyway, got on there. I just dumped a bunch of pictures that I've been taking since, you know, got that first snake, and by that time I think I had 3 snakes. I put a bunch of pictures on there, and I go on there every day. And then I think one day I saw, you know, like on your main page, when someone goes live, you know, it's got it kind of blinks at you or whatever it does. So I hopped. I was like, oh, let me see what this is. I hopped in, and it was a live. I think it was. I used to watch Atypical and Niveal Exotics. They used, you know, I watched them a lot. It was either their live or Oodles and Noodles and Reptiles. Anyway, I was on there and I see people talking, and then I see someone say, "Hello, Bane," and I was like, "Oh shit, someone's saying hi to me." Who know? You know, they know who I am. It was Mary from Mary
Oh, that's
Pythons.
cool. Shout out
So
to Mary.
I was like, "Oh, hi." I said, "Yeah, she's awesome." I said, "Hi, Mary," and then all of a sudden, people like were laughing, LOL, this and that. I'm like, "Oh fuck, I fucked up. What did I say? That is that not her name?" You know, I get in my head way too many times.
I hear
So
you.
afterwards, I DM'd her and I said, "Did I say your name or did I not? Is that not your name?" Or she goes, "No, no, no." Um, they must have been laughing about something else. But in that same conversation, she was like, "Hey, listen, jump into as many of these lives as you can, because there's a lot of good information. And there was, you know, I love just sitting back and listening to some of it's just, you know, bullshitting back and forth, but there's a lot of stuff that I learned just going into these lives, you know. And then again, you see everyone in the comments talking with each other, and just that community right there, you know, started off everything. I think that was the main way I started meeting people.
Yeah, I will say, man, people definitely fucking said fuck it and started doing the lives, you know, as they wanted to, because, you know, before in 2017, I just don't know if it just wasn't, the industry wasn't just blowing up at that point during that time for social media. But 2017, you know, the only people who went live were big name people, you know, like the lives I would go see were like Chris Cercery's or Miguel's, Justin Kibelka's. Like there was only big name people doing lives. Nobody else really had the. I think there was other lives there, but not that like where a lot of people would go watch, right? So, but now, man, everyone's just cracking off on the lives. It's really cool. I like it, you know, because all that's like, look what it did for you. It brought you into a community, and that at first you were like, well, how the fuck am I even going to branch out to people where I don't want to put myself in there, you know? But somehow it all worked out for you, and that's the beauty about this game, bro, is it literally puts things in your lap that weren't really ever in your lap before, you know, and you've done a lot in your life. You know what I mean? You're in the service, you've probably done a lot of stuff, but now, like, I guarantee you're a lot more outgoing now than you were before, right? Am I assuming?
Oh yeah, definitely. Just being in the Air Force forced me out of my comfort zone a lot. I mean, I'm not saying, and doing this right now, way out of my comfort zone. So
You're killing it. This ain't shit, bro.
You know
Like, we're just talking. Like, this is like, you know what I mean? And it's cool because a lot of people,
I know, but there's
a lot of people after they leave the show are like, fuck, dude, this, wow, that went fast. Like, that was great. And then like, you just see them putting themselves out there more. And I'm like, good, bro. Cause you guys should, like, you know, think about it. If you, man, like, you got to understand, you would love, at the end of the day, you know, your passion for something, right? But you would love it for you would love to share what you would love to share what that is to people. You would like to share how deep your passion is for something for other people, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And the only way you're gonna do that is by conquering shit, bro, and literally putting yourself out there. And you know, I give this to Justin Kibelka, bro. Like, he is so good at putting himself out there when you could tell like he's not really meant to be, like, he's an introvert, right? Like, he's not really like somebody who's like Miguel or like, hey, you know what I mean? But he makes it work, you know what I mean? Because he has to. It's for his brand. And Justin's really great on camera, you know what I mean? But if you go back to Justin's beginning days, you could just see how he evolved, bro. And nobody markets like Justin Kibelka, bro. His marketing, unreal. And I know you went to his facility, bro. How was that?
Yes, I did. That was, oh, dude, it was awesome. I mean, I left there just like going to anybody's like reptile room. You just leave more motivated and, you know, but I did get lucky getting to go there. My buddy Jason from Abe's Exotic Reptiles, I guess he had a relationship with him for a while.
Patreon homie. He's a Patreon member. Abe, you're my boy, Abe. Thank you. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, man. No, I bought a snake off of him a while ago, and you know, we talked on the phone, and you know, became friends. He'd reach out to me. I'd reach out to him every once in a while, like, hey man, how's it going? Hey, there he is.
Abe's legit.
And I got a phone call out of nowhere one night. He's like, hey man, got this opportunity. You know, you could think about it and get back to me, but I'm gonna go out and visit Justin, and my wife's not gonna come with me. So I was thinking, you know, if we get a hotel room, we can split the cost, this and that. I'm like, you don't need to keep on explaining. I'm like, I'm a yes. You know, great opportunity. He's like, yeah, I know you're retired, so you have time on your hands. I'm like, yeah, definitely. So, yeah, I took him up on it, man, and Yeah, very fortunate to be this new in the industry and to be able to go out to one of the top guys to his facility. And it's just very blessed to have some of these opportunities I've had so far. I think it's all coming all at once. And then I think it was right before I went out there, you contacted me, hey, you want to go on Trap Talk? I'm like, ah, man, I'm going to have a deep, crash after
Hey,
all this.
yeah. Just so you know, I asked him to come on Trap Talk before he went to Justin's. So yeah, just
You did.
yeah, it wasn't like, oh, what, but no, man, that's cool, bro. Yeah, honestly, dude. Okay, there's a handful of people that I've met that really just fucking sparked a fire under my ass and made me want to do big things in this. Justin definitely was one of them. I don't know if you heard this story. I've said it before, but have you heard the first time I met Justin? Did I ever tell you that? Did you ever hear that story?
No.
At Pomona? Okay. I've said this, so sorry, whoever heard this, I'm going to say it again. But this was 2018, my very first Pomona show. And yeah, I had like a camera. I was like, I'm going to fucking vlog. And I actually did that. Like, actually, if you go down to my older videos, I did a Pomona show. I did one show out of my vlogs for Pomona. But anyways, I go, man. I met Miguel. I met Brian Cusco. And me and Miguel had already met, and we were like, oh, actually, no, that was the first time we met. Never mind. We did stuff after that, like hung out and stuff. But I met Miguel, and then I remember I see Justin, right? See his table, and Justin literally is the first celebrity ball python guy in my world. It was Brian Barczyk, and then it was the emoji snake, which was Justin. The emoji snake when I saw that on the news, like I remember it was as I was looking at ball pythons, I saw this emoji thing on the news, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, perfect timing. Like, how many times have you ever seen a ball python on the news? And I'm asking myself, never. But the time I start looking into him, it's on the news, and I'll never forget fucking Justin Kibelka, right? So he was a star. I mean, he still is a star to me, but like, I was like, this guy, I remember seeing him from afar, and I'm just like, there he is. That's fucking Justin Kibelka. And I went to his table, fucking cool as fuck. We talked for a couple minutes. And I felt real comfortable around him. I was like, this guy's fucking cool. You know what I mean? And I remember towards the end of the show, it was dying down a little bit. And I saw him walk into the bathroom, and I had my camera, and I was like, this is my opportunity. I got to see if he wants to talk to me real quick. So I walk over there. I'm like, Justin, I was like, can I please film you for my YouTube channel? Like, just like a few minutes. He's like, yeah, no problem, man. I'm like, all right, cool. So I fucking go, bro. And I thought it was really good. Like, he was telling me some good shit, right? So we stop. I give him a high five. I hug him. I'm like, bro, thank you so much. He's like, yeah, no problem. And so he walks away. I look at my camera, and it says recording. So it was never recording. So the whole thing was never recorded. Okay,
man.
The whole thing was never recorded, bro. And as he was walking out, I was like, hey, man, just so you know, I wasn't recording. And he was like, I was like, dude, I don't want to ask you to do it. I was like, he's like, we'll do it again some other time. And I was like, Jesus Christ, that's embarrassing, bro. Anyways, but yeah, but I still left super motivated. I left super pumped up, and I was like, fucking, I'll never forget that. I was like, Justin Kibelka, man, in California, showing his, and then obviously his snakes, which, dude, oh my God, you were at his facility. I can only imagine the snakes you saw there, bro. Like, oh
awesome.
Man,
it was awesome.
What were some of your favorites?
What was that?
What were some of your favorites, if you can remember, that you saw over there?
Yeah, like I talked in that video, which was pretty cool. That was awesome to be in. That was like a last minute type thing. It was Friday morning. We were there, and he goes, "Hey, I got to do a video. You guys want to be in it?" And all three of us were like, yeah, hell yeah." So, but I was really liking the special clown project. And I saw a few things with other codoms thrown into it, and so I was opening up those drawers. So yeah, it was the lace, the white lace. It's something I'm looking to get into myself. But just like the Kraken, the Aussie snake, the you know, everything, man. Just seeing it in person, it's awesome.
Yeah, man. So that lace, right? You're trying to get in that lace project pretty heavy, huh?
Yeah, I don't have anything now. It's hard to find, but yeah, I'd like to get into it.
What are they? I mean, I'm kind of green with the lace gene. I have had people on here talk about it, but I smoke a lot of pot, so I don't remember some stuff. So
Yeah.
what do they compare lace? What do they compare lace to? Isn't there like a lace, like another gene that's kind of like relatable or similar to lace? Another gene that's similar to lace, or am I tripping? I can't remember. I know Will would know if he was here, but
Yeah, I don't know. I'll just sound like an idiot if I try to come up with something. So,
dude,
not
bro,
that I know of.
my own show. Dog, Brian, my own show, and I fuck up all the time on fucking ball pythons. I'm not, bro. Come on, there's times I fuck up all the time with that shit. So it's all good. Who cares?
Yeah. No, I like what I like. You know what I mean? I do some research on it, and lace is one of the. I think when I was doing the research, I forgot. Oh, man, this is horrible that I can't remember his name. But you had him on, and he was talking about the lace gene.
Yeah,
Do you remember who? I can't.
I don't remember
I'm
either.
an asshole. I can't
a couple
remember.
people. I don't want to say it's Mark Bailey. I don't think it's Mark Bailey, is it?
No. Damn it.
Josh, I know Josh. Josh.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, maybe Josh knows. Josh, find out, please. Josh knows. But anyways, okay, yeah. So man, lace.
I just know. I know it's like a color enhancer, you know. And then the white lace. I mean, I saw a combo at Justin's. There was a white lace, maybe orange dream or something. It looked like a desert ghost. It didn't have desert ghost in it. It was so clean, and you can only imagine a white lace with desert ghost. Ugh,
jeez,
that looked awesome.
So as of now,
yeah, I'd like to get into the lace clown.
So as of now, what is it that you are currently vested in? Like what projects are you currently like raising up or whatnot?
Got a lot of clown females, either het females.
Nice.
Desert ghost. Got a ultra male that should be laying eggs in about 20 days.
All right.
The
Is this your first
ultra male
clutch?
head or orange dream? Yeah, I got two that should be laying like, you know, a day after each other. You know,
all
in
right.
about 21 days.
All
yeah,
right.
it'll be my first clutch, so it's exciting, man. That's what's so cool about this whole journey. Just the steps going up, you know, like to making my own racks, to getting more snakes, and then to invest in some quality racks, and then, you know, waiting for eggs, growing up females, just everything, man. It's just awesome. Now, I always have something to look forward to. That's what I like.
So this year you're looking at possibly two clutches. No, you are looking at two clutches. So you have two females that already pre-lay shed, right? And they're on their way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's talk about the clutch. So let's talk about the first pairing. So what's the first pairing again? You said ultra mill or what was it?
So actually the first girl was the first ball python we got. It was for my son Henry. She's a mystic, 66% het clown.
Okay.
Hoping to prove her out. And I put a lesser spot nose visual clown to her.
Lesser spot nose visual clown. Wow.
Yeah, I just posted a picture of him yesterday or 2 days ago. I got him from Billy at Mutation Creation. I got him almost breeder ready. Like I bought him right before the pandemic popped off and they closed everything. Like I bought it. Right. It was a couple of days later. He was about to send them out, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You know, we can't send anything out." So we had him for a couple of months, and by the time I got him, he was ready to go. So,
wow.
And then the other clutch I should be getting is a Orange Dream head ultra male female. She's a big girl. I got her from Ozzy. She's a proven breeder. She laid 10 eggs for him the first year, 12 eggs the second year. So she lays some clutches. I put a leopard spot nose ultra male to her. So I think it'll be cool if I hit all the genes, an orange dream, leopard spot nose, ultra male. I think that would look cool.
Hell yeah. Damn, that's sick. So what's it looking like next year with your clutches? I mean, are you looking to have more going next year, or what's the deal?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm growing up a lot of girls. All the snakes that I bought, they were all babies. So that's the part that kind of sucks, is just waiting. But there's also a level of satisfaction, when I get them to that size and, have babies and stuff like that. I don't know. I enjoy that.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you right now, there's one of the best things ever is just raising up your own hatchling. And just, and then eventually seeing it breed. And then once you see it breed, you see it on eggs. And I'm hopefully going to be there this year where I see the, snake I've been raising the last few years that I produced be on eggs. And that's going to be exciting. That's what it's all about, I feel like.
Yeah, those are the milestones that I'm talking about. There's always something. This is my first clutch. And then a few years, it's going to be my first clutch from eggs or babies that I produced. Like there's always something. I feel. So
exactly.
I think I might have an orange dream. Well, yeah, she stopped eating and she blew up. I'm just waiting for an ovulation, but she's an orange dream double het clown desert ghost, and I put a pastel clown het desert ghost to her. So,
oh my god!
With any luck, I hit that double visual desert ghost clown with some orange dream in it.
Damn.
And I like pastel orange dream desert ghost. I think that looks nice. So with clown in it,
so
nice.
Let me ask you this. I mean, what's your mentality with the stuff you make? I mean, are you looking just like maybe keep maybe one and sell the rest? Or are you looking to hold back as many as you can?
So again, that's another thing I'm looking forward to. I don't know how I'm going to be. And I remember I was watching you a couple of nights ago, I think, talking to Christian. You kind of said, like, you keep the shit that when it pips or you cut the egg, you're like, I like that. I'm going to keep it. I don't know if I think I'm going to be that way, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm going to have to get rid of some shit.
Yeah, I hear you. But I mean, like I said, dude, the good thing is when you breed cool shit, you make cool shit. There's a lot of cool shit to hold back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of cool shit to sell too. So it's like, I think you're in the right place, man, for sure. And it's cool because you haven't been in this for too long. I mean, 3 years, and you already have some fucking fire clutches coming. So, just ride the wave, man. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
So reptile shows, man, hopefully this year things are a lot more open. Arlington's happening, knock on wood. It seems like next week or 2 weeks, right? Next week, 2 weeks. And then there's the new Tinley in June. I forget the new name where it's called, but are you going to be attending most of these shows, or are you going to only be going to, you're going to be going to a lot of these shows?
I plan to. I'm going to throw my buddy Sal from Gomez Pythons under the bus. I'm not sure if he's still in there in the comments, but we were supposed to go to Arlington, but no, we both kind of backed out of it. It was a kind of a spur of the moment. Let's go. And then it kind of died down, and we decided we'll go another time to like a Tinley or something like that. So,
oh no, that means you guys have to come to Pomona in July.
Man,
they say Pomona's hotter than the Tinley. That's what Will Morrow said that. He doesn't lie.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
But I look forward to going to one of those. I haven't been to like a big show. I look forward to that.
Yeah. It's something else, man. It's cool. I mean, there's so much going on where like you can't get everything in one day. Like if you're really trying to hunt and see what's out there, there's definitely a system to it for sure. but there's also so many people too that you're linking up with and meeting that time just flies, bro, and you just forget to do things. So definitely
it's like going
plan
to
out,
Disney. Yeah, you have to plan it
it's
out.
fun. Bro, it's fun, man. And then make sure you hit up the auctions. The auctions are sick as fuck. And eventually I will run into you to one of these shows. I plan on going to as many shows as possible. I can't make it to Arlington because that's wife's birthday, and we're gonna be in Washington and doing, Seattle, doing some other stuff. But I'll be at that new what's it called? What's the name? Someone just put the name in the chat. The new Schummerberg. Fuck, whatever, dude. God, Timmy's way. Schaumburg. There you go. Schaumburgerness.
Jason said that area is beautiful. Lot to do.
Yeah.
If you want to get at night, if you want to get away from the reptile show, he's like, there's a lot to do in that area. So I don't know. We'll see if people like it or not.
Well, how's the drill scene in that area?
The what scene?
The drill scene. Chicago rap game. Come on, bro. You don't listen to Chief Keef or like any of the.
No, man, it's hard, dude.
You gotta be careful out there, bro. Chicago's the wild, wild west of the United States. I'm telling you right now, they don't fuck around out there. I'm very, like, me personally, and I don't want to shit on Chicago or anything. I'm sure there's beautiful parts of Chicago, but I'm going to what I need to go to, and I'm leaving, getting the fuck out. That's just. But I don't know. Maybe Schaumburger or whatever the fuck is Schaumburg or whatever is a lot more, safe. I know Tinley was more in the shits, right? Like that was more in the like downtown of stuff, or like if I'm remembering right, I don't know. But anyways, I know Chicago does have some of the best restaurants in the United States, so that's facts. I'd be down to go to a steakhouse.
Deep dish or New York style pizza.
Deep dish, bro. Even though my, I love New York, but like I need a deep dish. Like I need my deep dish fix, and then I could go back to New York style. But bro, deep dish Chicago, oh my god, it puts you out for a while. Like you're done. You know what I mean? But what about you? What would you prefer?
Well, I grew up in New Jersey, so I like that. I like that New York, New Jersey pizza. So, but I've never been to Chicago and light sauce. I never had a deep dish actually. So
that East Coast pizza is something different, man. I lived in PA for a while as a kid, and I remember there was like a pizza parlor that me and my dad would go to all the time. And boy, that shit was bomb. Like I'll never forget. Like something about the sauce, you know what I mean? Like because over here, California and a lot of the places, their marinara sauce, they just fucking chuck it on there, and and it's really like dense and like, you know what I mean? And it's super light and something the tomatoes light in the East Coast. I don't know what it is. It's bomb though. That's kind of like how I compare Mexican food almost, but dude, people fuck up Mexican food in other places other than California. And there's rare places. There's some bomb New York pizza places that aren't in New York. Like they're just like holes in the walls that you got to find. But nothing's where like what home's at, man. I'll tell you what, my very first Philly cheesesteak, like in Philadelphia, was the real deal. It really was. Brown bag, bro. Oh my God. It was so bomb.
Yeah. I grew up right across the bridge from Philly, about 10 minutes away. So man. Cheesesteaks, hoagies. I love going back home to hang out with my buddies or be with family.
How does your family and your friends look at the snakes and whatnot, and with the kids and stuff? Like, do you kind of get the raft a little bit? Like, oh, why do you have so many snakes around them? Or are they all pretty much supportive? Like, what kind of feedback are you getting from that?
No, they're all supportive. They thought it was a little weird at first. Some of my friends still bust my balls about it, but in a good way. But for the most part, they all help me out, give me some likes and comments on Instagram. They do their part, but I don't understand. So that's cool.
Have you ever been out?
Where in California are you at?
I'm in San Diego.
Okay, I was stationed in North California in Vacaville. It was between San Francisco and Sacramento. I was there for 4 years.
Dang, nice. Have you have the
Yeah,
kids? Have you brought the kids out to California yet?
No.
Not
The
yet.
furthest west they've been is Texas, where their grandmother's at. So,
Dang. Okay. Nice.
yeah.
So let me ask you something about like longevity with your brand. Like how big are you looking to take this? Like, have you even thought about that yet? I mean, what are your goals like moving forward with this shit?
I want to get to a point where I'm comfortable doing it by myself or the help with the kids. I don't know what that is. 50 clutches, 100 clutches. I'm going to keep on going until I get to that point where I'm like, either this isn't fun or it's too much work. I don't know. But that's what I'm saying right now. Who knows? Things can change. But yeah, I would like eventually to make this a full-time thing, make this a business.
Right.
I don't know.
Is there
But
anybody
yeah,
that
something small scale, I guess, boutique breeder.
is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to who's been kind of mentoring you and kind of helping you out?
There's a bunch of people, man. I got Sal from Gomez Pythons. We talk a lot on the phone. He helps me out not only with the snakes questions that I have, but also I do rats in the backyard, so he helps me out with that.
Nice.
Got the guy Mike from Reptiles, who got my first snake from. I talk with him every once in a while. I can bounce questions off of him. I can
Who was it?
also Mike from Osmond Reptiles. He's
Osmond
here
Reptile.
in Maryland.
All right.
Osmond Reptiles. Yeah, he's got a whole lot of shit. I actually started helping him out at shows. There's a pretty big show called Battlefield in Gettysburg, PA, out here, and
Okay.
I've been to the last 3 or 4 shows. I help him out. I reached out to him like, hey man, because I love that. I can't wait to do that myself. Been at a show. So I kind of wanted to see how it worked behind the scenes. Instead of just walking around talking. I wanted to be behind the tables and just see how it all works. And he's been a good friend and has said, let me help him out. So
That's sick. That's awesome.
Who else? Yeah, Jason from Abe's Exotics Reptiles, helps me out.
Nice, bro. Hell yeah.
So
Now with you wanting to vend shows, are you looking to do shows other than in your area? Like, are you looking to maybe do the whole traveling thing and shit like that someday?
Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, that's what I say now, but I have talked to some breeders that do shows, and they gave me their honest, they're like, I don't like doing these shows,
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that. I guess I equate it to grandparents with kids. Once the fun's over, they can hand it back over to the parents. You know what I mean? Or like an uncle or aunt or something like that. I guess me helping out Mike at these shows, I'm on that like, oh, this is fun. I'm having fun. But I haven't done all the prep that goes into getting ready for a show, traveling to go to a show, and maybe eventually, putting my snakes on a plane and all that stress behind that. So I don't know. I'm saying right now, I can't wait to do it, but who knows? Once I start getting my feet wet, I may change my mind. But for right now, yeah, I would like to travel, go to some of those big shows. Hopefully, we'll see.
That's awesome, man. And honestly, man, it's the shows is where it's at. The shows are so important. Shows is what bring people together. So we definitely need people out there that want to continue to put their stuff out there. I can tell you right now, the Del Mar show that we just had, there were so many vendors and it was just capacity to the max. And I feel like that's going to be like that every show that opens now because people are dying to, not only go to shows, but people are dying to vend at shows, people are waiting. I mean,
I saw that video footage. like on your stories and stuff, the line was just wrapped around the whole building. It was crazy.
No way. I wouldn't sit there for it. No way. I can't. I mean, no disrespect to people who are vending in there. But 3 hours? Like, no way. I mean, luckily I got hooked up. The homegirl Share, shout out to the homegirl Share, but she was vending right there next to the exit table. And I was like, hey, I'm right here. She's like, all right, I'll get you in. And she got me in. And it was cool. Like, you know, there was some cool stuff there, sort of. Like, you know, but like not like a Pomona, you know, or not like a Arlington. Even Arlington's okay. No disrespect to Arlington, but I was, you know, I like chondros, I like emeralds, I like arboreals, and you just, you know, there's certain shows where you see that stuff, certain shows where you don't see that stuff. So like, you know, Daytona, I'm looking forward to going to Daytona. Like Daytona is going to be sick. You know, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be stuff in Chicago too. So I don't know, man. I really hope, like I said, there's nothing that stops these shows from going down, because I want to pop up on them. I want to be there. I want to meet people. I want to fucking finally like get back to normalcy, you know? Like I'm just dying for our life to get back to just fucking being normal, bro. Like that's it. And you know what sucks is like we're finally starting to see America kind of like bring down their walls, and then fucking Canada's losing their shit right now. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
Like you would think we'd be the last ones to like fucking finally get their shit together, but no, Canada's fucking losing their mind right now, and they're shutting things down, and it sucks because I have a lot of homies, you know, I got homies in Canada who have businesses and they're affected by it, and it's like, man, it sucks. It really fucked up. It's fucked up.
Yeah. Some shit it just doesn't make sense. What's that?
I said sorry to all my Canadian homies. I love you guys.
Oh yeah, like the other night when Christian was talking about going to like a Dollar General or the dollar store.
Yeah, and he
to
couldn't
pick up
buy
something, or his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like sectioned up or taped off. It's like, it doesn't even make sense.
Can't buy that. I was like, bro, you got to be shitting me. That's wild. Crazy. With all this chaos that's been going down, I've yet to be, you know, nobody's told me you can't buy that. Like I've fucking, you know, other than like, you know, certain amount of toilet paper, which that's because it fucking morons out there. But like, how'd that work out for you, you fucking idiots? The ones who are fucking sitting in a closet full of toilet paper. Oh yeah, good job, you idiots. Only made people's lives worse. Oh my god. But anyways, yeah, I'm man, yeah, shows where it's at. I hope sooner than later I'll run into you at a show. Because you know, like I said, man, people are dying to go out. People are wanting to go back to their fucking normal lives, and it's about the animals. And you know, these shows are for the animals, and it brings us together for it. So
yeah,
it's important, man. It's important.
Definitely important. This is an awesome community, and just seeing people that you talk about or talk with on Instagram and these podcasts or YouTube or whatever, and then you run into them at a show. It's awesome. You know, it's a great time. You get to hang out like the way it used to be, you know? So
it really is. And it's, and you know, what's really cool is that at the end of the day, man, we're people. We're just fucking normal people, you know? Like, yeah, we have a lot of cool animals and you know what I mean? And some work with different stuff. But at the end of the day, like when you meet people and face to face, it's like, you know, like when you met Justin, like how after a while were you just like, dude, this is like, fuck, this is awesome. Like it's Justin. Like it's just a homie. You know what I mean? Like, even though it's Justin Kabelka, but he's your homie now. Like it's just a homie. You know what I mean? Like, and that's it. It's a beautiful thing, bro, because you got to understand there's a lot of other, you know, hobbies and things that people are into who would love to reach out to the people they look up to, but they can't because they're either too famous or they're too busy. But here in this industry, anyone you look up to, you could reach out to and talk to them. And it's a beautiful thing, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. What else could possibly get you the bug to work with something else other than ball pythons? Any other species out there that you're eyeballing and you're like, fuck, that's
man. So when I was at Justin's, that Boleyn's python, oh god, that thing was so cool. It was like a little puppy dog, man. You open up the closure, it just came out like very slow, and you just kind of that was awesome. But once I started doing research, I was like, yeah, I don't see myself getting one of those or anytime soon. I wouldn't want to get one to breed anyway, just as a pet to have in the reptile room, you know.
Right, dude.
But
That's
I don't know.
that's a
As
huge
far
dream.
as breeding, I did think about, you know, if I do start doing shows, to have a little variety on my table besides just ball pythons, I think it would be a smart move. Um, and I was looking into, maybe eventually I will, hognose, Western hognoses. I think they're really cool. I was at a show working with Mike, and right next to his table was a guy that was all hognose. And it was just like, there's so many people. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Let me hold one. Let me hold one. I was like, there's something there. I think, you know. So,
Oh my god, hog noses are so fucking ugly.
oh, you think so?
Oh my. Honestly, it's to each their own. Like it's just me, like me personally. Like this thing looks like a little fucking creature on Mario Brothers that you're trying to shoot with the fireball. You know what I mean? Like I don't like their eyes are all close together and they're like I don't know, but they are also really cute to majority of the people. This is just MJ talking, so don't obviously fucking hog noses are hot. People are getting into them. I'm not, you know what I mean? I just think they're fucking ugly, bro. Like little fuckers. They have like a little shovel nose, like little fucking I don't know, but they're little mean little bastards, little fucking little man syndrome fucks, you know, they act a little tough and shit, but sorry. I swear I can never let someone drop hog nose on this show without me roasting it. I have to roast it, bro. Like, and that's just me being me. That's just me being me. But that's cool though.
Well, that's also what's cool about just reptiles and going to shows. So much variety, man. And even with the tarantulas, like you're just kind of like, oh, you know. But that person that loves the tarantulas, they might be looking at snakes. But then there's the people that like both.
It all brings it together. No, it really does. And like, you know, my dad is fucking, he's into everything, but he's really into tarantulas and he has a couple fucking big ass bird eaters at his house. And he got really like crafty with the enclosure and built it perches. And oh my God, bro, like my heart's racing thinking about it. But when you walk into his house, it's like right there in the living room in a big display. And this thing uses the entire enclosure. Like it's like this big and it's just like spread out. Dude, it gives me the fucking creeps, bro. It gives me the creeps, but I could really appreciate it from like 50 feet away. But oh my God, I just have a huge fear of spiders. Like I, you know, as a kid, you know, running around all the time, I would have them run in my face and like, you know, like just walking into them and shit. And I'm just always scared of spiders because of that as a kid. And, you know, we have some gnarly spiders here during the summertime and shit that come out. And, you know, I've seen Arachnophobia. Remember that movie? Fuck.
Oh yeah, my kids just watched it, and now that's what my son is like.
Creepy one, bro.
He's all freaked out about spiders.
Yeah, I was 6 when I watched that. Thanks, Dad. I was probably younger, and I watched that, and I fucking was like, "Fuck this shit! I hate spiders." You know, I don't just go around killing daddy long legs and shit. You know, I understand some spiders are good for the environment, but like, you know, if I see one that's not a fucking I'm sorry, dude. If I see a nasty spider, it's done. I'm not, you know, get the fuck away from me. Like, oh man.
Oh yeah.
And I just
the worst is going out to your car in the morning and just walking through a web and oh God, it freaks me out.
God, bro. Anyways, let's not stop talking about spiders.
That and roaches, man. Roaches is my
Yeah, I don't like roaches either.
Oh man, spiders don't freak me out too much, but oh God, any type of roach. Ugh.
We even get I mean, we haven't gotten them around my house, but like where my family lives, a little further southeast, dude, they get scorpions in their yard all the time. They get crazy ass scorpions.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that. Scorpions are actually pretty cool, except like once they're all like there's a bunch of them. You know what I mean? Like, have you seen a bunch of black scorpions like together? It's the most creepiest thing ever.
Oh.
I'm straight.
Yeah, not into that either.
So, real quick, Brian, how many snakes are you at total altogether?
All right. So I got 33 right now.
Okay,
So
33
nothing,
snakes.
yeah, nothing big. But I'm always out there. I'm looking forward to a lot of morph market blowing up with everyone's babies getting posted and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm looking. I want to look at some lace clowns, maybe get a lace head clown.
Nice.
I'm liking this cinder gene too. I know. I guess there's controversy. Cinders, mahogany, and I don't know, whatever. Again, I like what I like. There's certain things I just go with it. You know what I mean? And then I have a plan in my head.
All you
what
have to
I
do
want
is
to put
go
to
with
it. Yeah, man. I don't know if that's the right plan, but hey, that's just the way I'm doing it for now.
You're doing it. That's
It's just
the way to
my taste. My taste it's expensive,
I mean, bro, this is a player ass game, bro. It ain't, like you got to make the right moves in order to be in the game. And I'm telling you right now, your taste got to be expensive. Otherwise, you're just going to be on a level of the elevator floor that is lower than everyone else. You know what I mean? Ball Python game is set on a crazy pedestal. I don't think people understand that. People come into the game thinking, oh, I'm going to buy some adults. I'm going to jump up real quick. Well, yeah, that's cool, man. Like, you're going to make some really cool, like, animals, but like to really put yourself in a position where longevity, like, and you're talking about future for your projects, man, everything takes time. Like, you can't just jump in and get adults. Like, I mean, anything's possible. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, raising them up, really really holding back and keeping what you like, regardless what's being said about it, what's not being said about it. Who gives a shit? If you like it, work with it and see what happens. That's it.
Yep. I agree.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Now feeding your animals. I mean, are you on live or frozen thawed?
Yeah, I do live.
Cool.
Yeah. Once I started doing my own rats in the backyard, I do rats and ASFs.
Cool.
It's just easier.
It's the way to go sometimes. I mean, sometimes I bred my rats in the same room as the trap. That was not the answer. That was very bad. Definitely don't do that.
Yeah.
But like, even that even being said, rats were a fucking duty, man. Like it was a chore, like a whole day chore. And I enjoyed it for a certain while, but then like after, it just I don't know. Like I only did it because I knew I had to do it for my snakes. Like this is what I need. Like it's due, and I have OCD, so like I had to be really on top of my cleaning. Like I hated that as soon as you go past 7-day mark, those fucking rat bedding, whatever, just goes to shit, like really bad, like an aroma comes. So I wanted to always avoid that smell. So I made sure I stayed on top of it. And there was just days where I didn't want to have to do it on a Sunday, but I knew what was coming that next day if I didn't do it. And
Oh, no.
It was a grunt work. I did it for like 2 years, and I fucking, it was, I appreciated it. Like I knew that it was work. But as soon as I got rid of those motherfuckers, man, my life got easier. I was like, Jesus Christ. Damn those rats, man.
Yeah, they're definitely time consuming. More work goes into that rat shed than the snakes, but
yeah,
I do like the accessibility of just walking out my back door and just eyeballing, oh yeah, I need that, and just real quick,
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Cold Blooded Cafe. When I went to Reptile and shit, like they have their reptile facility and then they have the rodent facility right next to each other. So all Steven has to do is do an eyeball, like how many rodents do I need? Okay, I'll be right back. And then he gets his fucking rodents and flash freezes them because he like his are like freshly killed, like fresh killed. And they're not like, they're put down humanely, like they're flash frozen, so they're just knocked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Forever.
Okay.
But like having that, like, oh, I'll be right back. 2 minutes later, here's my rodents. Here's a fucking tray full of goddamn fresh rodents. And yeah, that's definitely a player way to go when it comes to keeping your reptiles for sure.
Yeah, it's nice.
All right, man. So I have to ask you one of my wrap-up questions for you is being the fact that you are an up-and-coming breeder into the game. I want to ask you, where do you feel like this game is going future wise based off what you've seen? Like, how do you feel in your heart the future looks like for the ball pythons community and people coming in it?
Yeah, I'm usually I'm very pessimistic about a lot of things, but just going to these shows and seeing the lines that start like an hour or two before the show, and then just hours into the show, you go take a walk outside and still just lines just wrapped around and it packed inside the venue. So that's, to me, that's promising. It just seems like more and more people are getting into it. I think social media has a big influence on that. A lot more people are exposed to reptiles in general than before. Like I said, it was almost 39 years before I even knew this whole world existed.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm being optimistic I guess in this industry, the ball python breeding industry.
Right.
Obviously, I get worried a little bit, investing into some of these higher end animals. But once I realized, and now I'm doing a lot of research and learning about investing, whether it's real estate or stocks and bonds, or I'm looking at this as some of these snakes as an investment. So that makes me feel a little bit better when I'm making some big purchases, that
Right.
that these are an investment, and I just got to be smart with it. So did I answer your question, or did I just get
No, it sure does. It sure does, man. And to capitalize on what you said about, like, it makes you feel good to see that what you're doing is an investment, because at the end of the day, anytime you hold back something, that's an investment. You know what I mean? Anytime you purchase something, that's an investment. That's something. It's like you're having your cake and eat it too. It's something you want, but it's also something that's going to make you money. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, how many times can people find something as a hobby or just as a hobby that does something for you like that? Like something as good as snakes. You know what I mean? Like, go play golf, golf is sick, but golf, right? All you do is put money into shit. You know what I mean? Go fucking learn how to ride a horse. Like, go get lessons into something. All you do is put money into it. You know what I mean? And it's cool to have just a passion. At the end of the day, bro, like, you got kids, we got things to pay for. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we're in a world where it's up to you to provide the shit that you need to either your family, to yourself. But this whole world is opportunity to have hustles. And this is probably one of the best hustles I've ever came across in my entire life. I treat it like gold, and I will always treat it like gold. And this is the best game you could be in, personally. I feel like, if you love animals, if you love snakes, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I gotta be very thankful that right before I retired, I was working with some contractor guys, and this one guy, his hobby was to restore old pinball machines, and he was talking about getting an LLC open. He's like, "Hey, you should do the same," because we would talk every day. I'd talk about snakes, he'd talk about pinball machines, and just like our hobbies. And he was like, "You should really look into starting up an LLC." And I was like, "Nah, I don't understand that world. That scares me. So usually, if something scares me, I steer away from it." But he was telling me all the benefits, like just those basic ones, like writing off the square footage that you use in your home, the gas mileage you use to go pick up food for the snakes, or all these little things. He's like, "Yeah, you can write these things off, especially starting up a new business. Get some of that money back and reinvest it into the business, and just grow from there." And still, I was like, I don't know. I had all these questions, and I guess his best advice was like, "Just do it, man. Just get it done." He's like, "You could do it yourself, or you can go through, like LegalZoom, or there's other companies that will guide you through it." And then, so I said, "Fuck it. I'm just gonna do it, even though I don't know what I'm doing." I started it, but at the same time, kind of went down that rabbit hole of doing more and more research, and I'm still learning a whole lot out as far as running a small business and the advantages when it comes to tax season and stuff like that. Just things that you can write off and how you can invest your money more wisely and all that kind of stuff. So that kind of makes me feel a little bit better as far as, you know, staying in this long term and making this a business and all that kind of shit.
I think all you're doing right now, bro, is doing the steps to ensure that you're doing this shit for the long run. So I don't think there's nothing wrong with that at all. Like, you're in it, bro. Like, you're in this shit. That's awesome.
It's crazy because if you told me 5 years ago, hey, you're going to be, you know, you're going to have your own small business, I would have never believed it. But and it's awesome because it's doing something I love. You know, I loved being in the Air Force. Don't get me wrong. I didn't like my actual job that I did in the Air Force. I was just a computer nerd. You know, I was in the tech career field. Didn't like it. You know, I loved being in the Air Force. I got different opportunities, but once I got out, it was the same time where I was getting more serious about this, and I actually love doing this, and that's what excites me. I'm like, man, I can work from home. I can do this as a business and love what I do. I'm not used to that, but so this is awesome, you know. And hopefully, you know, things work out. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, if I had a nickel for every time I said this, I'd probably have a bunch of Bolins by now. But day by day, my man, day by day.
Yeah,
You keep it up, bro. You're on the right track. You're surrounding yourself around the right people. It seems like you, like I said, you're vested, man, and your head's in the right place. You have a lot of good inspiration, and you're it, man. You did a hell of a job on this podcast. Good job. You fucking killed it, man. You did. And we're not. We still have the hot seat questions, but you did a good job, man. Good job.
Yeah. Well, sorry if I fucked up or stuttered and this and that. That's just the way I am. You know what I mean? With the reels, I can edit. I can take an hour and let's do that again. Let's do that again, and I make it seem like, you know, make these cool reels. But if you only knew how many times and how long it took to make a little 15-30-second clip.
Yeah,
so, I saw you do this. I mean, this is your thing, man.
I saw a couple comments of people saying that you're the real king, bro. So
we have fun doing it, man. So when Instagram came out with that feature, I think I was messing around with it one day, and I've always found like that interesting, like the editing and stuff like that, but I didn't know how to do any of it. But with that Instagram Reels, same with like TikTok, it was, you know, you have it all on your phone. You can like edit up stuff, put some, you know, animation in there or whatever you want to do. I don't know. And I saw all these things where, you know, I think the first thing was where people would like snap their fingers and then something would appear. I'm like, fuck, how'd they do that? That was cool. So basic. So I'm on there Googling it, trying to figure out how to do it. And I tried it with a kid, and we had fun with it. You know what I mean? And then you see the end product, and it's just like, man, that came together really well. And so we had fun with it. It kind of bought some traction, I guess, you know. And at the time, it was a new feature for Instagram, so I guess they push your content out a little bit more for when you're using the new feature that they do.
Yeah, so anyway, that's how it works.
So we get these silly ideas, and then some I do by myself, some I do with the kids. They like doing them. So,
hell yeah.
So yeah, man, it's fun.
Keep it up, man. That's some good shit, man. I'm telling you, and a lot of this stuff that just you've been doing, if you just continue to do it, man, it all builds traction on its own. So it's cool stuff, man. It's awesome to see too. So good shit. This was a great episode. Appreciate you so much. We do have hot seat questions that you do have to get hit with real quick. Are you ready for those?
Okay. I'm ready.
All right. Hot seat questions for my man, Brian Baines of My Exotics, coming in hot. You ready?
Whoa. Yep.
All right. Hot seat questions coming in hot for my man. Frozen Daughter live.
Live.
A cut or no cut?
I'll probably egg cut.
Scissors or
Haven't done
razor?
it yet. Scissors.
Baseball or football?
Football. Go
Steak or
Eagles. Steak.
Van Halen or Sammy Hagar?
Oh, that is queued up. What do you think?
Halen, baby.
Yeah, Van Halen.
There we go. Eminem or Machine Gun Kelly?
Eminem.
All right. West Coast rap or East Coast rap?
East Coast.
All right, cool. Little word association. First thing to come to mind. Milk.
Shake.
Peach.
Brings all the boys to the club. Peach cobbler.
Cocoa.
Block.
Stuck shed.
Bath time. All right.
ICAP.
Oh shit.
Instagram trolls.
Fuck off.
All right, man. This is probably going to be an easy one, but I'll ask it anyways. One has to go forever, and I mean forever. Instagram or Facebook?
Facebook.
Fuck Facebook.
All the way.
All the way. Hell yeah, bro. Brian, good shit, man. This has been an amazing time. Thank you so much. I will say you've had a lot of supporters going off in the comments, man. People are fucking with you, man. So what do you have to say to everyone who's giving you support?
Big thank you. I mean, there's a long list of individuals. I'm afraid I'll forget some people, but I'm sure most of them are down in the comments, either making fun of me or something. But yeah, thank you to all of them. Thank you to MJ for having me. This is a big honor. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you to my family for supporting me with this.
Respect.
You know, big shout out to Sal from Gomez Pythons.
Respect.
He's a good dude.
Hell yeah. All right, well, check out.
Big. Sorry to interrupt. Big thanks to Mary from Mary Pythons. I think
Damn.
she's the one who kind of got me out of my shell and was like, her biggest advice was just hop into lives and learn stuff. I learned stuff and I got to know people, awesome people, and so big thanks to her.
Shout out to Mary one time. Mary is actually a really I have not had the pleasure of actually talking to Mary like on the phone or anything, but I do got to say everyone always says nothing but great things about Mary. So it's awesome to have somebody like that around, and good job, Mary. Thank you so much for taking care of the people. But yeah, man, thank you so much. We'll be in touch, Bane. Hopefully I'll get to see you soon at one of these shows. And if you ever need anything, hit me up, man. But this has been some good shit. So thank you so much. And yeah, we'll tap in soon again. Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right. Brian Baines of My Exotics. He's out. Later, dog. All right, man. Good session. That was amazing. Thank you so much, everyone who tuned in on this Saturday morning. Beautiful day here in San Diego. I got some family that are here kicking it at the beach. I'm about to go eat some mushroom microdose gummies and smoke some blunts. Yes. It's going to be a beautiful day. I hope you guys have a beautiful day as well. Please be safe. Please pair if it's raining in your area. All that stuff, man. I appreciate you guys so much. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, dislike, leave a comment. If you want to support this channel further than a subscription, I would love it if you came and joined my Patreon page. Come join the Trap Patreon family. We have stuff jumping off every Sunday. This Sunday, it's going down. So if you want to hop on, see exactly what's going on behind the scenes of the Trap and fuck with my Trap Familia, go down to the link below, hit the Patreon link, and join the family. Sunday, it's going down 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I can't wait to see you there. Shout out to all my trappers. Aurora, I see you. Balls of Paradise, I see you. Matt Summers, I see you. I love you guys. You guys are beautiful.